Okay, so taking up the challenge from ABT, and we'll go for the Show Us Your Merc segment on Lockdown Live. So this is my new boat, new to me. It's a Legend Alpha 191. It's going to be my charter boat. So it's currently got a certificate of operation for 2D and 2E, so partially smooth and smooth waters. So I'm going to be starting some estuary charters, sport fishing charters soon. We're just waiting for this COVID stuff to pass a bit. And this week, I've got to take Jeff back. It was named by Sharpie. We've got the Queensland Open this weekend, so unfortunately Jeff has to go back. Hopefully he'll only spend a couple of days away from home and he'll be coming back next week maybe. So let's start at the pointy end. I'm currently running a Ultrex that was custom built for me by Troy White at Min Repairs. That's, in my opinion, the Ultrex has been a massive thing for me, especially when I fish bridges and fast running water. It's been really great. I'm running 2 HDS 12 lives. I'm also using the new CMAP Reveal. I find that the good mapping system was really important for me when I was fishing the Bribie Island round, getting up through the narrows and the skids. Really needed a good mapping system. As you can see, the trailer is in pretty good shape. It's the trailer to me is probably one of the most important parts of the tournament fishing. If you don't have a good trailer, you're not going to make it to the comps on time. And Chris from Queensland Trailer Spares maintains my trailer, so that's I'm confident all the time when I'm travelling. So we come back down here, HDS 12. The good thing about this boat is that it had plenty of storage, and that's what I really wanted, especially going to be using it for charters. I need plenty of storage for safety gear and punters' food and clothes and stuff like that. So down the rear end, I repowered it. It's got the 200 horsepower Mercury ProXS, so it's the V8 4-stroke. It was awesome to get rid of the 2-stroke and not have to fill up oil again. I'm really surprised at how fuel efficient this is. Leading up to the Bribie ABT round, I did a pre-fish and I left from Spinnaker Sound and I went over and fished Redcliffe, went over to Moreton, spent a couple of hours over there, then went back to Bribie Passage, and was probably in there for a couple more hours, and I only used 41 litres after I filled it up. And then on the first day of competition, I travelled up to Caloundra, and there was another boat that did the same thing. Went up to Caloundra, and he was running a different motor, same size boat, different motor, same horsepower, and the difference in fuel economy really blew me away. I used 50 litres and I think he used almost 75 litres or something like that, so there was a massive difference. A couple of other things that are important: the motor sticks, keeps the motor nice and steady, and the steering locks. You really need that for when you're driving, otherwise these steering rams clap out pretty quick, the seals go in them. So inside the boat, so this is where the fuel tank's kept, batteries, all that sort of stuff. Battery charger, I run a Sterling inboard charger. Here we have the live wells, nice big deep live wells, twin live wells. I run the culling system. I find these ones are really great because you can put the numbers on them, so you don't have to, try and remember or anything, write it down anywhere. You can just pick the balls out and it's always got the measurement on them. Non-boaters side, come over here. That's where I keep food, life jackets, plastics, bit of tackle that I wouldn't be using every day. Down This one is for the non-boater. We have a ice box in here, keep stuff nice and cool. Glove box, and of course that's the steering helm. I'm running all fly-by-wire Mercury SmartCraft equipment. To start off with, I'd never used it before. And it was a little bit to get used to. There was so much difference in response with the pedal, but it's awesome now. I've got used to it and wouldn't want it any other way now. Here we have the day box. So that's in the tournaments. That's what I pretty much keep all this stuff here that I know that I'm going to be using that day. So it's got a lot of cranker crabs in there, obviously. Some jig heads. It's my cranker crab collection at the moment. And just spares, some trebles and bits and pieces that I want to keep close to hand rather than chasing it down the back of the boat. Move Jeff out of the road for a minute. This one here is also another storage locker and bits and pieces in there. So that's stuff that it's just a larger storage locker that I keep stuff in there as well. And here we have the center rod locker, which is another reason why I went for the Legend, because the center rod locker to me is important, because when if we go to Victoria or somewhere like that, I generally have probably 10 rods that are all hooked up, ready to go, and it gets a bit squishy on the deck with 10 rods. So having it in the center, you can still keep a few rods on the deck and access them without having to move rods when they're on the side of the boat. So I really like that feature of the Legend, the center rod locker. And here we have another safety compartment. Obviously we keep the life jackets and bits and pieces, tools, just spare wet weather gear and that sort of thing in there. That's about it really. These would be my two go-to rods on the weekend for the Samaki sponsored Queensland Open. Obviously everyone knows I like throwing crabs a lot, and this one I've been using a fair bit, cranking around rock walls and bridge pylons and pontoons and stuff. So, and I like the single hooks because they don't seem to snag up and you don't lose as many lures. So that's an Eco Gear SX40. All right, that's about it. This is my my Legend boat, and hopefully soon after the COVID stuff, you'll be able to book a charter, and it'll be all nicely wrapped by X Factor signs, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys.